What's up, all you beautiful people? It's Friday, it's episode 50, and we've got the first real taste of European football. Now, it's not the real taste because we're not in the league phase yet. We're in the final qualifier now. I know I did say we're coming back for the Cluj game. We're not. You'll see what happened. In fact, we're coming back for one of the best teams in Bulgaria instead, rather. I say best teams, I think they came third in the league, but doesn't matter. We've got some European football action for you guys. Hope you're enjoying all these videos. The last 50 episodes have been amazing to do for you guys. Yes, there was a little bit of a break in between, but I've gotten back into it. With a delay of FM25, it just means it's more time for Vuvuzela Victory Challenge FM24 action style. Leave a like, leave a comment, leave a subscription if you haven't done so already. Thank you so much to those that have. Let's run that intro. Well, guys, we're back, and I know I lied, okay? I said we're going to play Cluj. We have played that game already. We're in the final round of the qualifiers, and we're taking on CSKA Sofia. That is the game that we're taking on all the way in Belgrade. I was going to say Belgrade. It's Bulgaria, rather. Taking them on. They're playing in the... What league are they? They're in the first league of the Bulgarian league. They didn't finish in the top 3 last season. I think I've got the Bulgarian league loaded, don't I? I don't. No, I thought I had it on. Anyway, it's Hungarian league I've got on. Anyway, this is who we're taking on today. In terms of other games, I'm not 100% sure where we're going to come back. I might just do the Lugano game, or, you know, depending on how this game goes. If we do very well and we basically confirmed that we don't need to worry about the second leg, I might come back for the Lucerne game and then just talk through who we're taking on in the Europa League or leagues phase. If we struggle, then we might come back for the second leg. I think that is it. Lucerne, the only reason I wanted is because of that rivalry that we had from 2 seasons ago. They finally made it up to this league, and I think that'll be a fun game to participate in. But it all depends on how we do with CSKA Sofia. In terms of how we've actually run, we've been on a good winning formation, should I say. After the 3-2 loss to Ruka last episode, we bounced back with a 1-0 victory over Grasshoppers. We then were looking comfortable-ish in this game. 3-2, it basically ended after the 38th minute when they scored their second goal. We went 2-0 up. Literally a minute later, they pulled one back to 2-1. We then, 6 minutes later, went 3-2 up, and then 2 minutes later, they scored their second, and that's how the game stayed. Against St. Gallen, we had to wait for Tio in the 70th minute to score that equalizer. Our players were very, very tight, as these games were all very, very close to each other. We then went back. We took Cluj at home, and this game was pretty much settled in the second half, with Felipe, Pacencia, and Teo picking up a goal apiece. And then most recently, against Enchelen's Rijon, 3-1 up at a very rotated squad, and we walked away with a 3-1 victory. Kulinia, Canas, and Kukori getting the goals. We've got CSKA Sofia, and some big news is that our new goalkeeper has been doing fairly well in terms of Lenton. He has actually looked quite the part today. 2 appearances, 3 conceded, 2 in the Europa Conference, and 1 conceded in the league. I'm a happy boy with him. Let me just change the squad up, because this was the rotated squad that I had against that team. I haven't changed that. Give me a second. Let me rotate. Right, we've rotated the squad. This is the team that I've decided is going to start this season. We're going to have Letsonen in goals, Melhouse on the right, Poncenik and Sadis continue in the center back pairing. Tiwani is coming on the left-hand side. The reason Sadis is coming in ahead of Mashlangu's not up to pace yet. I'm going to try and ease him in a little bit. into the game, coming on as subs and stuff. Sadis has been a little bit better, but I wouldn't say fantastically better, but he's been slightly better in his approach. And then midfield has been, this is where from this section is where we've just been absolutely dominating. In Marshall in the DM role with Grando coming in as the regista. Grando has been a bit quiet this season so far, playing as that regista. Hasn't really made an impact just yet. Kakuri has actually had a little bit better in terms of results from that regista role. But I'm willing to give Grando at least another 2 or 3 games just to prove his worth. On the right-hand side, Barros already picked up 4 assists. Pacencia has picked up 2 goals from that advanced playmaker role, with Renan coming back from injury with his 2 assists in the most latest game. And then up front, Felipe already up to 7 goals for the season in just 8 games in total. He has been absolutely fantastic. A real revelation. And then just notably elsewhere, Leo Coutinho had his debut and then played 2 games, one in the Schweizer Cup and once in the league, and he has already scored a goal. So someone to look out for, our little loanee all the way from Lucerne, which is interesting that we got him from there. But that is how we're lining up, guys. That is how we're doing. I also just wanted to mention the likes of Mulhouse, 3 assists and 1 goal from that right back position. He has been every bit worth of that money. And then I want to give another little mention to Blattman, who has even picked up a first assist in the Schweizer Cup on that right-hand side. We brought him in as a player to develop on the right-hand side as a backup. He has come in and really just impressed me quite a bit when it comes to those performances. It's time to get to the game. We're going all the way to Sofia in Bulgaria. So difficult travel, but hopefully we can come back with a victory. I don't think I actually mentioned that we went back to the tactic that we had at the end of last season. I did want to try a new sort of style for the start of this one with 2 strikers. That didn't really work out as well. We weren't performing as well as that. So we've gone back to what we've known, and it seems to be okay at the moment. 5 unbeaten with the new tactic. They've got a breakthrough pass now, and that was a good save from the keeper. He managed to get a hand to it there, Letonen. That was a good save. He has gone, by the way, in his 2 matches that he's played in the league, he's got a man of the match for both those games. So shout out to him. We managed to get him into the Conference League games. That was important that we actually get him into one of these slots of the 25 that we were allowed. The same with Kulina. Unfortunately, that does mean Watley and Munisovic had to be sacrificed for the squad, which means they're not rigid. Moreno, that was a real poor shot. He was offside, though. That's why I wasn't getting too worked up about the defense. They actually did quite well. But Sofia has been all over us with 8 and 3 in terms of shots. We're sitting at a 4-1, which isn't great. We need to get a little bit more into the game. We've got a free kick now. Yeah, Renan finds Felipe on the back post, and that almost sneaked through, hit the woodwork for that one. Although it doesn't register that it hit the woodwork, but it hit the top part of the bar. That is our best chance that we've had so far. And we're getting back into the game ever so slightly. As we approach half-time, there is a highlight with their goal kick. They're going long, very long, and they've picked up one of their men in Feinton. He's through on goal. And again, Letonen gets a touch to that, sending it out for a corner. The danger is not over yet. They whip it to the back post. Felipe gets the clearance. Renan now on the counter-attack, running through. He has Pacencia up ahead with him, peeling for offsides. The first touch was bad from Pacencia, but he was in offside position in the end. And just when I thought that it was the end of the half, there's going to be another highlight just before the end of halftime with Barros now down the wing. Picks up Mulhouse. Back to Barros. Back to Mulhouse looking for the cross. Tio goes short to Grando. Back to Tio. They're trying to break him through. Grando picking up Renan. Cuts inside beautifully. Renan takes the shot. Renan scores his first goal of the season. He's already notched up 2 assists and a goal now for the young 19-year-old Brazilian. And that was a beautiful little pass from Grando to pick up Renan, and what a first touch to draw the defender away and then just slots it at the far post. Keeper maybe should have done a little bit better there, but that was a perfect little way to end off the half. Really, you got to say against the run of play a little bit there. We haven't been good in this half. I did praise the guys because we did score right before halftime. I'm just going to shout up a little bit of encouragement. No, I'm not, because the worst is when you shout encouragement and they score and then just all their heads drop. It's just not what you want. Barros clears that nicely. Not a good clearance, though. And they're taking the shot, hits the bar. And then Renan steals the ball away from the defender and they win it back. We're playing a little bit on borrowed time, it feels like, with these shots coming through. They've had a couple of good opportunities. The keeper saved us a few times. The woodworker saved us now this time. We need to just maybe score that second goal and settle the game a little bit more. Saris going to Tiwani. Tiwani looking for Grando, who's got a beautiful run in there. Picks up Pacencia. Took the little snapshot. That's how he scored his 2 goals this season. Exactly the same sort of play. There's a highlight coming. Did they just skip? What happened? What just happened? They just skipped the goal completely and just went straight to a highlight. I am so confused right now. Sadis, what were you doing? And now we actually get the goal. Guys, am I going mad? They showed the highlight first before they show the replay first before they showed the highlight. Now they're going to show the replay. No, we're not watching that again. That is just poor. Saris, terrible defending there. I think I'm going to take Saris off for Mashlangu. We got the corner now. Let's see what happens here. Saris with the header. Yo. Sadis picks up the header. Michali Sadis at the near post. Gets the little glancing header in. We've restored the 2-1 lead. It was a good little finish from Sadis. I must admit, poor defending on their side. Didn't pick the man up at the near post. My thoughts of taking Sadis off are a little bit now, but I am going to take off Pontanik. He's not playing particularly well on that right-hand side. Mashlangu can come in and play on the right. He's pretty good with both feet. Up front, Felipe hasn't really gotten into the game. I'm going to leave him on for a little bit longer, but I am going to take off Barros for Jolit. He had a phenomenal season last season, and elsewhere, Tio on a yellow card does worry me a little bit more, so Roth will come in there. Grando having a good game, which is nice to see. I think he did get an assist for that Renan goal as well, which was great. Make those swaps. We'll see in a few moments how Felipe improves, if he improves with Jolit on the right, and Roth playing more DM role. Saris will go short to Tiwani with the free kick. Picks up Grando. Renan has some space to maneuver in. He can cross it. Goes short to Grando instead. Picks up Roth. Pacencia back to Roth. Back to Malhouse. Roth doesn't like shooting nowadays. Tiwani, though, loves to shoot. Terrible shot. Brilliant goal. That's his first goal of the season. First goal for FC Thun. Listen, it's not the prettiest of goals. The shot, in fairness, was actually just pretty weak. Keeper should have done a lot better there. But what a placement from Tiwani, the South African right back. Absolutely, left back rather. Absolutely tearing it up on that left-hand side. That's going to be a foul. Yeah. Looked like a little shove. They're going to get a penalty. This will be Littonen's first penalty. Hopefully save. First time facing a penalty in Thun colours. And they score emphatically, actually, there. Matthias Fenton. That's his second goal of the game. It was I mean, he initially guessed the wrong way and then guessed the right way, but just didn't have enough time to cover that space. I'm going to make that next swap now. We're going to bring on Renid up front. And then, you know, Pacencia is looking a little bit tired. Let's give Kulinia a run there in European football as well. Just to sort of liven up the final third a little bit. We have scored 3 goals, not to say that we haven't. Kulinia with the corner picks up Malhouse. Just can't get the ball under the bar, just over the bar. Tiwani with the throw. Goes short to Renan. Has opportunities. Cuts inside. Hits the bar. Jolet takes a second chance. Keeper this time. Makes the save. We've got another corner. Kulina will step up to take the corner. He is very good at corner taking and free kick taking. Goes to the back post to Roth. This time the keeper makes another great save. And we've got another corner in the dying moments. Kulina with the corner. He's going to launch it to the back post again. This time Roth can't get the header in, and it just goes out for a throw in. Roth not the best person in the air when it comes to that, but we don't really have anyone that can sit on that back post and header it in. Sadis normally goes to the near post. We used to have Minisevic, and the two of them used to rotate, but Minisevic not that good anymore, unfortunately. I don't think he had the step up to get to the Super League and make it count, but we've got a good opportunity here with Jolet. Looking for opportunities. Malhouse going through. He's got Jolet just in front of him. Tries to go short with him. Can't get it, but wins the tackle again. Renid in an offside position. And then try to even do a little sneaky little back heel stuff thing there. Play on, will say the referee. They're not going to slow the play down for the free kick. They've got an opportunity. Fenton has already scored 2. He scores the hat trick. They're back at it. It's 3-3 in the dying moments in Bulgaria. Got to question Sadis again there. He just didn't track. He let his man go. I think I was just blinded by the fact that he scored a goal. That was defensively really bad from Sadis. And now they've got another opportunity again. Oh, come on. Come on. This long ball has really just killed us. Sadis again can't win the header. And I mean, that's just a freak shot from Querema. But come on, man. Grando. Sadis looking for Roth. Back to Mashlangu. Malhouse. Trying to find options. Picks up Grando. Grando goes for the long shot. Their keeper, all of a sudden, in the last 10 minutes, has become like Oliver Kahn, just saving everything left, right, and center. Renan now goes for the near post. Sadis looking there, and look who's there. Look who's there to snatch up the pieces. This has been absolute. It's been such a. And I know the rating says 7.2 for Sadis, but he was responsible for all 3 goals. He didn't give away the penalty. We'll give him that. But that was just so poor from Sadis. The only reason he's got a high because he scored a goal, and defenders don't score a goal. I'm far from pleased with that, especially from Sadis. That was just absolutely poor. That does mean, though, we're coming back for the second leg in the video. We're going to skip the Lugano game and come back for that game. That is just poor, man. I'm so cross, actually, at Sadis. Okay, guys, we're back for some CSKA Sofia action. Unfortunately, Renan picked up an injury in the Lugano game, which we didn't end up drawing 2-2. I thought we were doing very well when we picked up 2 goals. Barros, by the way, scored his first goal in the Swiss League. It was a okay goal. I won't give him great credit for that. But then Renan picked up an injury very early on in the game, and it allowed them to get back into it in the second half. The problem was I didn't have Ferrari on the bench, so I had to move Barros to the left and then bring on Jolet on the right for him. Barros not really good on that left-hand side. But for this game, we are trailing 4-3. We need a victory here, and we need a good victory here. So Ferrari will come in to replace Renan on the left. The rest of the team, only one other swap is Saris is out and Wood coming in. Wood had a very good game against Lugano, actually. Yeah, only his second game, or his first league game, second game of the season. I'm going to trust him a little bit more than Saris. I feel like he is ready for that step up, the 19-year-old. Just his technicals need to just improve a little bit, especially as a ball-playing defender. I need that first touch to go up and the passing to go up, but everything else seems pretty good, and he's got the attributes to be a world-class defender. So hopefully he can start showing that world-class defender. Grando picked up a goal against Lugano, so he will keep his position. I did say I'm giving him 2 games. He's improved in those 2 games a lot, so I am happy to keep him there. We are going to be one player short on the bench. That's not a huge issue for me. But let's go to the game. It is a home game this time. We're playing in Thun. Hopefully, we walk away with a victory. Right, guys, action is underway, and just a reminder, away goals mean nothing in Europe anymore, so if we want to progress without extra time and penalty shootouts, we need to win this game at least 2-0. A 1-0 victory won't be enough for us, as like I said, away goals mean nothing in Europe anymore, and this first half has been absolutely quiet. They've lined up very, very defensively with that 7-man defense system, and it's not allowing us to crack it open, but there will be opportunities. I think it's just in midfield, just a slog at the moment. We get the first highlight after 40 minutes with Wood having the ball now through to Teo, looking for a little bit of gaps. Barros loses out though, but he wins it back. What a commitment from Barros. Over the top for Felipe! And Felipe scores on the first highlight of the game. 40 minutes in, Felipe gets in there. Barros did very well. He lost the ball, then committed to it, won it back. Teo found the top, just over the top, and Felipe absolutely buried that in the back of the net. Sofia came out defensively. They were prepared to hold on to that 1-0 lead that they had coming into this game. We've now destroyed that 1-0 lead. Questions are they going to push for it, or are they going to sit and defend and try and get to penalties? I don't know, but at the moment, I'm going to say I'm not pleased with the team. I want them to do a little bit better on that. There's a kickoff highlight right off the bat. I don't like this because they have possession. They're 3-man defense. They are pushing up a little bit. You can see they're pressing a little bit more with this defensive line that they have, and it potentially could cause problems for our DMs and our backs. And here comes Petrov now, running through with Carrezo on the wing, crosses deep in there. Wood puts the defender off a little bit, the attacker rather, and Moreno heads it over the top of the crossbar, and we can sigh a bit of relief there in terms of the game. We do need a second goal, though. I don't really think I've got the legs to go into extra time. We're going to make some swaps, but I think I'm going to make a tactical swap as well, because it's been really much a midfield battle. I want to just overload the attacking section a little bit. I think I'm going to add in a second striker. I think I'm going to go for something like this. Just push them up a little bit more and try and break them down as a Mazzala and a DM, which is the central midfielder rather. Put him as a ball-winning midfielder on support, just to try and break them down a little bit more. And then I'm going to try and get these guys to cross from the byline as well. No, I'm not going to do that, actually. I think we're going to just do that. Just switch them over like that. I'm not going to play as a pressing forward, rather, on attack. Hopefully that can help a little bit. We are going to take off Pacencia, though, for Renied. And then Ferrari not having the best of games. I'm going to switch Barros over to the left. And Jolet on the right. I know it says not naturally a winger, but he is. I don't know why it's not coming up as a natural winger for him. I suppose he's more of a center mid position. I don't know. He's a wide advanced playmaker, apparently, is where he should be playing, but he's training as a winger. He'll be a good winger. I don't care much about that. Hopefully that works. Hopefully that allows us a little bit more creativity and a little bit more threat in goal. That is the play, at least. Just trying to break down this Bulgarian team. They've set up so defensively. then I kind of need to go a little bit more attacking-wise. Barros has the corner. We've picked up Grando on the recycled ball. Wood looking for options. Tiwani can cut inside. Has the opportunity. Goes beautifully inside. Can go for the low cross. Can't find the cross. He still has possession. Picks up Teo. Teo just couldn't get to the ball quick enough. And they clear their lines. But Wood trying to bring it back forward. And he does with Tiwani. I thought that might be the end of the highlight. Apparently it's not. Barros now on the left-hand side looking for Jolet. He had open goals to head that ball down, and he just couldn't keep it down. That was Jolet's opportunity to just head it straight into the ground and score a goal. The keeper was in no man's land. The net was wide open. We should have scored that. We absolutely should have scored that. Malhouse now to Potternick. We've been a little bit more aggressive in the second half, and it seems to be resulting in a little few more highlights for us. Malhouse now trying to build out from the back to the keeper. Wood has some space now to move a bit more forward. Grando picks up Teo in a good position. Teo looking for options, goes to Malhouse on the wing. Malhouse crosses to the back post. Barros is there, and he heads it over as well. That's both our wingers now have headed over the top. Malhouse is looking extremely tired out there. And it looks like we are going to go to extra time on this one. I'm going to keep it as is. I'm just going to say I'm far from pleased with this team. I want a little bit better performance from them. I want a goal. I don't want to go to penalties. I don't want to go to extra time. Players are now going to be extremely pumped for the next game. Jolet now has opportunities. Cuts inside. Looking for options. Can't find it. And Tiwani on the back post. Through to Renid. Looking for options to Need. Couldn't find it into the box. Tiwani. Teo. Someone get it in the box, please. Tiwani. Grando picks up Barros, cuts it inside. This time, Jolet finds the back of the net. A beautiful little cutback from Barros and picks up Jolet on the right-hand side. That was a good little finish. It took a long time to get the ball into the back of the net. I thought Tiwani was going to launch Barros through, but instead played Garros. Took a bit of a deflection into the center, and Bashnovitsky couldn't save that at all. We're 2-0 up now. Now is the opportunity for us to just hold back. I'm not changing the tactic because we've actually been defensively really good. Saying that, they have a highlight now with Ichenovev, Petrov coming through. Vladimov picks up Gafanov. Barosh loses out. Histov picks up Ivanchev. Petrov gives it away to Tiwani. If we score a third goal here, then I might consider switching back to the other tactic because we didn't actually have any highlights for them in that other tactic. Well, keep it to this because Renid is through now. Renid should have finished that. Renid absolutely should have finished that. He bottled that so badly. I am going to have to make some swaps at halftime. Barros is looking super tired. Malhouse is looking super tired. I think at halftime we're going to make some swaps. Renid, though, gets a little tap-in finish, and that's 3-0 up now, 2-0 up on aggregate. Just before the halftime and extra time, they have fallen apart. Barros with a beautiful little short ball to Marshall, crosses it deep to Felipe, heads it down for Renid, and the keeper had overcommitted already. And Renid finally finds a goal in Thun colors this season. We are going to make some swaps. Like I said, Barros is looking super tired on that wing. Malhouse is looking almost basically dead. We'll bring on Blackman for him. Barros can play Roth on that left-hand side. He's not 100% great at it. I think Grando can play. It's a Kukuri that can actually play there. One of my DMs. I think it might actually just be Roth that I'm thinking of because I don't think Teo can. Teo can play on the left mid side. Should we try that? Yeah, let's go with Teo at left wing. Elsewhere, I'm looking at Teo actually looking very tired. I'll leave Teo on for a bit. Tiwani also looking super tired out there. Got one more sub, two more subs I think I can do. So I'm going to bring on Benamil as well. Just for tired legs. So we'll keep an eye out on Teo. The only other option I can do is just throw in Canas and then play him on the left. He's got a good left foot. So that is an option as well. But I want to just give Teo a few more minutes on that side. We'll see how it goes. He does look super tired. We'll bring him off. But Benelmo finds Renier Wood, who's actually had a superb game so far. There's Teo. Back to Renier. Renier picks up his second. That's the game. It's done. It's offside, though, I think. Oh, no, it's given. I thought he was maybe a tad offside. That's why I wasn't over-celebrating. But I think that puts the result beyond now, Sophia. A good little finish from Renier. Picks up his second goal of the season. Absolutely fantastic. Biblical scenes here at Thun as we move into the conference. Well, I think he was a little bit offside, hey? As we move into the Conference League phase, I think it should be done. In fact, I am going to take off Teo now. He is looking super tired out there. We'll bring on Canas on that left-hand side. Elsewhere, Grando for Kukuri. Can I do? I don't have any more subs. Okay, the rest of the guys just need to fight on. But it's interesting to think that if I switch to this sort of tactic, that this tactic has produced us, 3 goals in the space of 30 minutes. So there is something to consider. Maybe, if we need to go a little bit more attacker, this is an option that we can do. They brought on a guy, then took him off again in the 92nd minute. Brought him on the 75th and took him off on the 92nd minute. That is heartbreak for them. But there we go. Felipe picks up the man of the match. 3 assists, 1 goal. 2 goals from Renier. And then the other goal was Jolet. We go through to the league phase proper. Before I end off this video, I think we're going to just have a look at the teams that we take on once we get to the league phase. Once they've announced it. Have they announced it? Yes, they have. So let's have a look at that. These are the fixtures that we're taking on in the league at the moment. We've got taking on Sheriff Tiraspol from Moldova, then taking on Bodo Glimt from Norway, taking on FC Nordenschland from Denmark. That'll be a tough game. Even the Bodo Glimt game is going to be very tough. Punic from Armenia, then Aberdeen from Scotland. Looking forward to that one. And we're going to finish it off with KR from Iceland. We only play 6 games in the Europa Conference. Is it 6? I thought it's 8. Don't we play 2 next season as well? Like the second part of the season? No, it's 6 games. Okay. UEFA Conference is 6. The way it works to give you guys top 8 go automatically into the round of 16. 9 to 24 play a knockout round amongst themselves to go through. 25 to 36 don't go through to the next round. Ideally, we want to be in the top 8. There is some big names, the likes of Rangers are there. Longrantes from Bulgaria are pretty good. Dynamic here from Ukraine are good. ISK Rapid are a very, very good team. Lazio is sitting in there. Brighton as well as Nice. St. Gallen, our rivals, are there. Of course, they got through. They obviously got knocked out in the Europa League qualifiers to get there. Winterthur as well. We knew they were qualifying as well. Borussia Mönchengladbach, Panathinaikos, Slavia Para, also a very good team. There's some good teams in this league, guys. We need to try and break through and make it to the top 8. In terms of when we're coming back, I am going to focus a little bit more on Conference League this season. And I think I'm going to come back for that Bodo Glimt game and FC Nordland game. I think those are the 2 that I pinpointed as being potential games. Might do the Basel or St. Gallen game in between those 2 and make it a 3-header. But for now, I've got a lot of football to play and catch up to that area to catch you guys for the next game. Next week, of course, Monday, we're back with more Europa League Conference. Well, folks, there you have it. We've made it to the European leagues officially in the Conference League. We're in the league phase. Now is the chance. Like I mentioned in the video, we're going to focus more on the European football than the league and the Schweizer Cup. I think it's more action-packed for us. I think it's a nice way to do these videos. Of course, we won't neglect the league as well. We will have some good, tasty games in between if there's big gaps in some of those Conference League matches. For now, though, make sure you hit subscribe. Make sure you tell your parents, grandparents, lovers, and haters to join in on the Vuvuzela channel. 50 episodes down. Here's to the next 50. Your boy, the Vuvuzela, is out of here. See you next week. Peace. Chicken grease.
Thank you.